Hello, this is Trish Garner with the League of Women Voters of Portland, and you are watching the Video Voters Guide or listening to our podcast. We're here today to talk with candidates running in the May 20th, 2025 special election. We're grateful for the support of the Carol and Velma Sailing Foundation, the League of Women Voters of Portland Education Fund, the Weiss Foundation, and our media partner, Metro East Community Media. With me is Darrell Kinsey Bay, running for Centennial School District Director, Position 6 at large. Welcome. Here is your first question, Mr. Bay. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running for this office.
Again, like you mentioned, I'm Darrell Kinsey Bay, 31 years old. I have a blended family. Oldest is 27 and youngest is 4 months old. I'm a grandfather as well. A lot of exciting things going on. And one of the biggest things that I would say why I'm running is I love the youth. Ever since I moved to Portland, Oregon, I've been working in the various school districts in Portland Metro, and they are our future, and they deserve much more than what we've been giving them for the last, I would say, 31 years of my life. And there's much more to give, and there's much more to provide. And there's much more resources in the world that we should be able to expose them to so they can have a larger, more expansive and robust worldview.
What skills and experience would you bring to school board service?
Biggest thing that I would say that's fortunately and unfortunately pressing our students is suicide prevention, that perspective, the realization that the need for them to be peer support specialists and having that mental health awareness approach with the awareness and approaches to behavioral health, as well as, building the opportunity for them to be self-sufficient, to be a productive member in society. So that's revolving around civic engagement. And also, them realizing that they have, everything it takes to make their world a better place. So really wanting to uplift them and provide them tools so they can do the same for themselves and their peers, in the short nutshell.
All right. How would you address the issues facing the district schools that you consider the most urgent?
Well, one of the things that I believe is most pressing is health and wellness. Students should know how to grow their own food. They should know what could cause them harm and what could add value to them in regards to their digestive system or their skin. So I want to be able to foster revenue generators for the school district. I'm a farmer. That's my background, and I have a lot of skills with that. Fortunately, being introduced to the Portland area, I definitely learned a lot from the farmers here. And so definitely want to do that. I want to be able to, help them understand the value of what they could do with aftermarket products, making ketchup, hot sauce, barbecue sauce, the whole 9 yards.
You are listening to the Video Voters Guide interview and podcast of Darrell Kinsey Bay, who's running for Centennial School District Director, Position 6 at large. All right. What are your thoughts about student use of personal cell phones while school is in session?
Great question. We should have more of it, and it should be regulated appropriately because those are not just toys. They're also tools. We live in 2025, and we should be bringing our curriculum to the times and utilizing that cell phone as an actual device for entrepreneurship, agripreneurship, and innovative, robust technologies that are available so they can really, truly be entrepreneurs before they graduate, have businesses already started, already have contracts aligned while they're senior year. Their senior year project could literally be scaling a business that makes more than $50,000 to $100,000 in a year. Those things are actually realistic. They're not far-fetched. There's something that's being done in different parts of the country now in regards to private equity and venture capital for those that are actually in the age of high school. And so let's try to do something like that so they could actually have awareness to the actual industry that affects them and actually make a social impact that's multi-generational.
How would you ensure educational equity?
One of the biggest things is recognizing what the word education means. And it's not to regurgitate information. It is to draw out what is already inside of the individual. So when we take a pragmatic approach to drawing out of the greatness that is already in these students, I think that the education system approach will be very, very successful. And more importantly, it'll be a duplicatable model across the state and across the country, because Oregon has been suffering in regards to our test scores, and we're an embarrassment to the country. And we don't have to have that be the status quo. We have the opportunity to collaborate more strategically with other school districts, principals, teachers, and parents and caregivers to really revitalize our education system here in Oregon, and it can start here in Centennial School District.
What role should the school board play in a threatened or actual strike of school employees?
They should be at the table to not only negotiate to stop the strike, but find equitable ways and means to make the teachers, make them feel the value that they deserve, because they don't feel it, and it needs to continue on a path that's more equitable and respectful to the teachers that are guiding the future of our country.
Thank you, Mr. Darrell Kinsey Bay, who's running for Centennial School District Director Position 6 at large. This concludes our video voters guide and podcast interview of the League of Women Voters of Portland of Darrell Kinsey Bay, running for the Centennial School District Director Position 6 at large. Election Day is Tuesday, May 20th. To find additional election resources, please visit the League of Women Voters of Portland website, lwvpdx.org, and then exercise your right to vote. Your voice matters.